Capital is a spot chock full of fish and wildlife. And Alaska's southernmost major city is its gateway. Ketchikan is known as the salmon capital of the world. In fact, all of Southeast is known for its fabulous salmon spawning grounds, as a Utah doctor will soon find out.
Hi, Bob, Tim, glad to meet you.
In this part of the Alaska outdoors, we're only 600 miles north of Seattle, so it's a short trip up from the lower 48 and a short walk from a 727 to a Beaver on floats.
We got into Ketchikan, we boarded a float plane and flew from Ketchikan here to Prince of Wales Island. And that was really nice. We flew a little closer to the earth so we could really appreciate the scenery and saw some nice lakes and rivers. It's the first time I'd ever been in a float plane.
One area easily accessible by plane or boat is Klawak, a Tlingit Indian community located northwest of Ketchikan on Prince of Wales Island. Nestled between towering green forest and a protected bay, this quaint little village is an ideal spot to begin a fishing fantasy. It's great to be this far into the bush and still have the comforts a good lodge affords. And its owner, Will Jones, after spending years guiding in Southeast, is an expert in the area of salmon fishing.
Have your guests started to catch silvers?
Yeah, we've been hitting a lot of silvers.
They're starting to come in.
Yep, silvers and pinks, and we've been hitting them up on Klawak Lake, out in saltwater. All our streams are loaded with silvers and pinks.
The powerful pink or humpback salmon can skillfully navigate even the smallest trickle of a stream when the spawning urge strikes. These humpies are near spawning, so they're not fair game, but they do make for an interesting sight on the way to our fishing hole. But just getting to the fish doesn't ensure getting fish.
Well, I've lived on the Prince of Wales Island for a little over 10 years. A lot of our guests know absolutely nothing about fishing for salmon, and of course we show them the way that we catch salmon.
Got one!
What have you got?
Oh, a little pink.
The experience of a guide quickly shows through. A novice angler may fish for hours without getting a strike, while his instructor reels in one after another. But even so, you still have to show them off.
What do you think of that one, Bob? About 3-4 pounds.
I think two of the biggest differences between fishing in Alaska and fishing at home are, one, the size of the fish here is so much bigger. For instance, yesterday Will was throwing back some fish, some jack salmon, that to me would be just about trophy trout. The other difference is that the way you fish. The lures are different, the flies are totally different. For instance, today up on Black Bear Creek, I was using what just always kills the cutthroat dead, and here they wouldn't even look at it.
Okay, right by the log. Okay, I got one. Okay.
Well, it's inevitable. With all those fish out there, sooner or later it was bound to happen. This lightweight member of the salmon family can put up a fight you'd think would come from one of his weightier counterparts. The salmon novice not only needs help with the strike, but with the landing as well.
Now, how do I pick him up?
Gills around the neck.
Okay.
Yeah.
See? How big do you think this is?
Looks
looks like about 4 or 5 pounds.
Then there are times when the experienced guide wishes his client was just around the next bend.
What a fight.
Yeah. Need some help?
I might need some help netting it. It's kind of lively.
Makes me hungry just looking at it.
Yeah.
That's a male, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Sometimes you wish the guy had take his comments and jump in the lake.
How deep do you think that water is? I could see one log that had 2 or 3 lures on it. And it was so clear that from the shore I could even read what kind of lure it was. And so I had chest waders on, clear up to here, and I wanted to go out and retrieve those. I guess I'm not used to as crystal clear water as we have here.
I don't think I want to just leave it there. You dare me to get it? Okay.
Some people will do anything for a dare.
It doesn't look all that deep.
You could see the bottom everywhere. And to me, if I can see the bottom, that means it's shallow.
I wouldn't do it for 2, Lord.
Well, so much for the seeing the bottom means shallow theory.
2 lures.
I was only a few feet from the lures when suddenly I was in over the top of my chest waders. Water just pouring in, and it wasn't warm water either. It was probably about 32.1 degrees.
Prize catch.
Was that worth it for $1.50?
Both of them together is $3. Look at that. Couple of nice ones, huh?
Yeah. He finally went swimming, waders and all.
Look at this.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll drain those. There aren't any leeches around here, are there?
If there are, you'll soon know about them.
Just pull and drain them, or what do you do?
No, I got some fingernail clippers, though.
He's got a silver. Look at that.
Oh, man, this is a strong fish.
They are big fighters. Look at that. Oh.
I think I was most excited when I hooked that one and it started to jump. The power on the end of that line was really exciting.
These silvers have been out of saltwater a while, but
They're still good eating fish. There's nothing wrong with that.
Now, do I dare put my hand in his mouth?
Catch him in the gill.
Okay.
Just like that. You can eat, yeah, right in there. Just grab him right in the throat. You got him. Pretty fish. I see a lot of people with their first salmon, they really get excited. And it's about as much fun watching people catch their first fish as it is actually to be out fishing for the salmon yourself.
Yeah. Whoa.
Oh. Still got him? No, the hook's out.
I like to release fish, but I was not going to release that one. It was the first silver I'd ever caught, and it was the biggest fish I've ever caught.
You got him.
here we learn that before caressing your first silver salmon, it may be best to get to shore.
I'm going to drown him.
This guy just can't keep out of the water.
What a fish. What a fisherman won't go through to keep a fish. I thought he was going to bring it up in his mouth, just like an old bear, the way he was going after that fish.
Fish tried to kill me.
The feisty silver salmon is a sportsman's dream, a fish that some will go to any length to get.
How many pounds?
He looks like he's a good 10. Good 10 pounds. Is that the first salmon you've ever caught?
Yeah.
Now I know why you went swimming for him.
I didn't care if I had to get in the water up to my eyebrows. I was going to get it back, and I did. And I got it back, and it's smoked up now, ready to eat.
Smoke and salmon. Eskimos in the interior part of the state call the finished product squaw candy.
There's various ways to prepare salmon, and one of them's smoking.
Okay, you're going to show me how to fillet these.
Yep. Hold of him here.
Want me to help stabilize
No,
it?
I've got him. He's just a little slick.
And you go along the backbone.
Right down the backbone.
Will's method for smoking them was quite different than the way I smoke trout and whitefish at home. What Will did was he filleted the fish, whereas I'm used to smoking them whole.
You can just...
Boy, that's pretty slick, isn't it? That side's done, isn't it?
Pretty much.
Here comes Edgar again. Oh, Edgar kept getting in the way. Edgar's Will's pet crow.
Oh, Edgar.
Does he want dinner?
Yep. He likes to get in and get something to eat.
Boy, he does, doesn't he?
He always comes down and helps. Anytime he sees us with fish coming in, he comes down and gives us a hand.
Why do you call him Edgar?
Well, that's Edgar Allen Crow. That's what we call him, Edgar. You heard of Edgar Allen Crow.
I thought he was a raven. Oh.
Edgar.
Get off my fish. Got crow tracks all over my fish now. I wanted to fillet Edgar, but I never really did.
That's just a salt water and sugar slurry solution. And all I do is take it. It's a rock salt, table salt, and brown sugar in about third quantities. You
Third of each, huh?
Third of
That's
each.
an easy recipe to remember.
Yeah, by volume. And you just take it and rub it in the meat. Okay, we'll just let that set for about 10 or 20 minutes, however salty you like it. Then we'll just rinse it off and let it glaze. And then we put it in our smokehouse and smoke it for about 2 to 4 days, depending on how well done our guests like it. Well, we're ready.
Oh, it looks good.
Yeah. Yeah, let me get a piece out here. What do you think of that?
It's really pretty, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's kind of shiny.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what the other side looks like.
Yeah.
This is the one I caught at the lake.
Yep. Yep, it is.
Smoked salmon within walking distance of the stream where it was caught is a delicacy few anglers have a chance to enjoy. And you can tell old Edgar knows what's coming.
Yeah.
How do you know if it's done?
Taste it. Doesn't take too much. Edgar's the final judge. If he likes it, it's okay. What do you say, kid? Hey. We kind of use him as the final judge on our smoked fish. If he spits it out, then we don't know if we should eat it either. I don't know if he liked it.
He ate it anyway.
Did he eat it?
Yeah.
Okay. Must be all right.
Of course, if tomorrow we see Edgar dead with his feet up on the ground, we'll know it probably wasn't too good.